this truck. I bought it with the idea of saving it. I think it's got a really good body on it as far as being rust free. I'm not a Ford guy, and I've talked to Cutworm a little bit, and he's advised me a little bit. But you know, I've got it running, but it doesn't run great. And I'm not familiar with this EFI system. I met a Ford guy at a car show, and we got to talking about it the other day, and he expressed a little bit of interest in, well, what I did was I told him I was thinking about selling it. And I asked him what he thought it was worth, and he said he'd like to come see it. So that got me into thinking in terms of maybe I should start it up. I'm trying to remember what all I did to it. I know I put a new battery in it. I replaced a thermostat down in here. I may have taken it out. It was not working. It doesn't leak oil, it doesn't smoke, it doesn't leak water, but it doesn't run very well either. And usually to get it to crank, I have to squirt a little ether in here. And it hasn't cranked for maybe since before Christmas, I think. Longer than that ago. But the back of the boat is full of stuff that goes in the Boston Whaler. And I need to get that stuff out of it. I'm actually going to be getting the Boston Whaler back in the water before too long. We're just waiting for it to warm up. Like, it's been below freezing every morning, but it's been getting up into the 50s and low 60s, and I think today it might get up to the 70s. It's not going to be too long before we're going to have some real nice spring weather, and everything's just stopping to pop out as far as blooming plants and things of that nature. But let's just see if this old girl will fire up. I'm going to give her a little taste of ether. That's generally what I have to do to get it going the first time when it hadn't been cranked. Let's go see what happens. Well, I've had this battery tender hooked up, but it doesn't seem like it worked because the battery's dead. Error, it says. Why am I getting an error? That's not what I wanted. I wanted it to crank. Come on now. Y'all gonna make me go get a jumper cable, ain't you? Dang. Well, I can do that. I got plenty of batteries. Let's go do that. I was thinking that was going to be my next project until Honey Baby got her new little car. And then I thought, well, that's about one too many. And if I found somebody that would take this and take care of it and pay me enough to about break even on what I've spent on it so far, then I believe I'd let them have it. Let's go get a battery. We'll see if we can get it running. I cleaned out the Boston Whaler at the end of the season, and I put everything in here. All these pads were in the floor, and there's paddles and benches for seats and all that stuff. I got a new piece of wood that I'm thinking about using as my crossover bench here. This was something that Bud had when I cleaned his basement out. And I pulled all these pads out of the floor. I'm probably going to want to put them back in there. And these life jackets and a gas tank and a lot of stuff. So, yeah. So it'd be good to get the Boston Whaler kind of ready to go back out there, and also put the battery and the gas tank and everything in it. So let's go get a battery. We'll crank this truck first. Jump it off. In fact, I could bring the battery that's going to go on the Boston Whaler and use it to jump it off. Well, that would work. Oh, the joy. Well, this is the battery I had in the Boston Whaler last year. This is a new battery, but it's a new rebuilt battery. There's a place I found where they sold refurbished batteries or reconditioned batteries or rebuilt batteries or whatever you want to call them. And I bought 7 batteries, and of the 7, 6 of them were good and 1 went bad. And I got to talking to the guy that owned the shop there, and he was kind of like, well, for the price you pay, you can't expect too much. And I only guarantee them for 30 days and, you know, stuff like that. Got me a little discouraged about buying any more batteries from him, and I tried to get him to tell me how often did that happen, and he hemmed and hawed around, and I thought, well, how do you expect me to keep battery? I just bought 7 batteries from you. How do you expect me to keep buying batteries from you if you're not willing to even talk to me about how long they generally last? So I about decided I won't never do that again. But this is one of his batteries, and it's been hooked to the battery tender, and the battery's not hot. So something didn't work, which doesn't really make me feel enthusiastic about buying any more of his batteries either. I may wind up putting that boat battery in here and just buying me a new one for the boat. But let's see if we can get this thing to start. I may have to bring my big Toyota down here and hook it up to the battery in it so I can get some charge out of the generator from it. But that may be the problem right there. It feels like it's not even tight. Well, that ain't tight either, so it may be that the battery's okay, it just isn't right. Just get it in there right. So this little Ryobi charger, this is a maintainer. It's blinking on battery charge now, whereas before it was blinking on error, and it seemed like both the terminals were loose, and I'm not sure why. I would have been the one that put them in there, but maybe I put them in there and didn't tighten them up. So what I'm going to do, I was trying to jump it off with this battery that's been on charge up there, but I think I'll bring my big Toyota down here, because I can leave the engine running, which will put charge into the battery. I did this with that My neighbor had a car that wouldn't crank the other day, and I hooked a battery to it like this, and it didn't crank, and I had to hook my Toyota to it, my big one, and let it run. And after it ran for about a half hour, it charged up the other battery, and the car cranked up just fine. It just needed that. It needed more fire than it could get from just a single battery. So I'm gonna run up there and get it, bring it down here, hook it to these jumper cables, see if that fires that battery up. That way. So I'll put you on hold while I go get that, and I'll be right back. Say hi, buddy. Hey, everybody, everybody. We're gonna crank the truck. You ready? Okay, I'm gonna back us up a little. Here we go. So Honey Baby took off, and I went up there to check on the dogs. I always do, make sure they don't try to follow her. See, right now, if you can see him, Buddy is right up at the driveway looking down the road. And I know that, both of them, when Mom leaves, both of them want to go. They want to be with Mommy, because Mommy's the main person. She's the one that generally feeds them and gives them their doggy medicine when they need it and all that stuff. So they always would prefer to be with her if they could, but they can't be when she goes to work or goes to do some of the things she does, right? So you just really would rather be with Mommy. That's what you're trying to say. Yeah, I know. But Mommy's gone to work. It's just me and you. And of course, I threw the battery charger on the truck a while ago and ran up here because she was leaving. Come on up. And then once I got up here, or once I went back down there, I realized that, oh, yeah, I didn't get it plugged in the way it should have been. That's okay though, because we still got each other. Me and Buddy, we still buddies, ain't we, Buddy? We're still buddies. Yeah, I know you want to growl. See, I'm a doggy daddy. I like to growl. I like to threaten all the other creatures on the planet. Make sure they know that I'm the boss. Say, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. Yes, I am the boss. Yeah. Daddy loves you. Daisy's under the she shed, which is kind of her standard thing. She'll go hide under the shed because she doesn't want me to make her go in the house. I think she thinks that if she stays out, then she'll be out when Mom comes back and she'll get more mommy time. See, I know where I stand in the universe. I'm not in first place with these doggies. I'm in somewhere in second place because Mommy's got first place all nailed down. That's okay with me. I'm not competing with her, anything like that. So, yeah, it's okay with me if she's first place. So, I think I got that battery cable hooked up now good enough so that this thing should crank. I may do another little squirt of ether into it just for good measure. Probably should. Well, I'll give it a little bit more time, and while I'm doing that, I'll start unloading the stuff that's in the back. That's going to be like putting together a puzzle because I got all these little pieces that go to they go in different places in the floor. All these little rug pieces. I think I'm going to put them back. So, see what we got here. I might have to go up there and see about them dogs. They're all start barking at something. I'll be back.